Said, Miss Dana, is you mentioned what you're able to do as far as getting folks back to work and payroll assistance. So tell me a little bit about how that works, or what that even is, and how that's able to help our community.
Yes, sir. The grant we manage has some components called work experience and on the job training. And these are work based programs which seek to focus on providing individuals between the ages of 16 and 24, like my coworker said, who meets eligibility criteria to get experience in the work setting, in a professional setting. They are work based training is planned, structured learning environments that takes place at a workplace for a limited period of time, and it is paid by the grant.
So let me just take a moment to interject here, folks. So there's a couple of things that I don't want you all to miss, in particularly my small business owners or my business owners who listen to this station and who listen to this show. This is an opportunity for those of you who have been looking to hire some more people, but you say, "Hey, I don't have the funds or the payroll to do so." Here is a program that they've already done all the grant work for you.
Mhm.
You don't have to do any of the grant work. I mean, from my understanding, you all will actually interview the person if we so desire, or um, you,
Allow you can interview or us. It's however you would like to do it, but
right.
mhm.
And that's so wonderful, because what I think that allows folks, and I want you all to hear this, is that you can hire the people that you need, and you don't have to worry about covering the payroll. The payroll is automatically covered through this program, and in particularly, I want to keep in mind they are looking for folks between the ages of 16 and 24. And so you get to train them, you get to work with them, all that, and they get valuable work experience. Now, Miss Stephanie, tell me a little bit, because you've kind of mentioned about the age group, but tell us a bit about how the process works of folks either getting into this program so that they can get the employees they need, or if I am looking for employment, how I can get in contact with you all so that I can get a job to help me better my future.
Okay, on the business side, what the employee would do is we would go out and, give them information like we're doing now, spread awareness about our program,
Hmm.
and then we come up with a contract that we already have that we sign to pertain to like the wages the youth would get paid, the hours that they would work, and then what's composed up inside this contract. And if they agree to everything, it's signed off by our director and them, and then also the youth that they want to work under these conditions or for these wages. And might I add, we always ask them to be competitive with the wages and keep in mind that if they keep that youth on, that they're going to still pay the same wages. So we wouldn't want them to say, oh, I'm going to give them, let's say, 14 an hour, but then when the contract is over and they decide to keep them, which is their option, they drop down to 12. Now, if it's the youth that's interested, they come to our center at 2424 3rd Street. It used to be the old transportation center back in the day. Some people look at it as an unemployment office, but it's the employment,
Yeah,
office for us,
yeah.
and it's right across the street. So they come in and they fill out at the front desk. They need to bring their license, and they fill out a pre-screening form. Okay, once they fill out that pre-screening form, it goes directly to our supervisor. She gives it to a case manager. We contact them for eligibility, and then we try to give them assessment to see what they want to do. Because the last thing we want to do is put someone to work as a welder when they really enjoy working on cars. Because if that's the fact, then it's not going to work. So we want to make sure that when we put them to work, this is something that they really want to do because we want to be successful. We want them to complete. Remember, we're the employment office, so we don't want them to stop.
Right, right,
Okay.
absolutely. And so, one of the questions I had, you've kind of answered, and I was going to ask it, but just in case somebody else didn't catch the answer, I'll ask it again just for their clarification. If we go through this program, it's not just based off of minimum wage. You want us to be competitive in our wages, meaning something that can help somebody actually pay their bills and live a decent.
Oh, yes,
That's-
sir. Our
yeah.
goal is self-sufficiency. That is our goal. We want the individual to become self-sufficient. So the wages must be competitive. Yes, sir.
Absolutely, and also when I get into this program, how long am I in this program? Say if I am a person who is seeking employment, am I able to be on this? What's the duration or the time frame?
Okay, the duration is 3 to 6 months. It depends on the job
The
skills that they
skills.
have to learn. You know, some of them can catch these skills in 3 months, and then it depends if they go into a little bit more detail, maybe like your screen arts or digital arts like that. That might be, you know, it might take up to 6 months for them to fully learn everything. But the really reward at the end is that each youth that successfully completes the program, they get an incentive as in money, as in a check. So it's a lot of incentives with that.
Okay, so when you say they get money or a check, that's separate from their paycheck?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Oh.
It's called an incentive.
As long as they fully
Yes,
completed.
when they're successful, we give them a cash reward, incentive check that goes straight to them to spend however they want, aside from their regular paycheck. Yes, sir.
Wow, wow. So, quick question then, and I'll direct this to you, Ms. Dana. If we are, as an employer, if someone is looking to contact the American Job Center to take advantage of this, how can they reach you all?
Yes, sir. The employers may call us at 337-721-4010 and ask for the youth department.
Okay. And then if I am an employee looking to be employed, is it the same or is there a different number?
No, sir, it would be the same number. They would be 337-721-4010 and ask for the youth department.
All right. So whether you are an employer or an employee looking for employment, you can call that number. Again, that number is 337-721-4010. And that is how you can contact Ms. Dana and or Ms. Stephanie, and they can get you started in this program. Now, I'm going to ask the question just because I know that there's somebody who's thinking, well, they want to know how they can work this thing out for their benefit. If I am, or if I am an employer, if I'm an employer and I have an employee who I'm looking to move up into a different position and I have to train them in that position, is this program available for that?
Unfortunately, no, sir. This is only for brand new employees. We can only assist people who are there for the first time. We can't assist people who have been working for you already.
Okay, okay. And then, I mean, I really, I think that, let me just say I think this is a worthwhile program. I can think of a couple of small businesses who right now could benefit from having extra employees. If they had more employees, they could possibly do more business and then in 3-6 months be able to afford to pay those
Exactly.
folks. So I want to really encourage everybody. You may be a small business owner and you're watching this on Facebook Live, or you may be listening to us on the airways right now. Either way, however you're tuned in, this is a worthwhile program. And so let me ask you all, I mean, because I know someone may be wondering, is this of course, you all are the American Job Center, a part of the Louisiana Workforce Commission, but is this like a here today, gone tomorrow type of program, or is this something that you all have been doing for a while and it's just been a hidden gem?
This has been a program that has been here for years. Whenever I was coming up in high school, we used to call it JTPA, and then it was called the CETA program. So the funds have been there. It's just always been given a different name with different guidelines. And so the new name of the grant since 2016 is WIOA, Workforce Innovation and Opportunity Act. And like I said, back in the day, it was called JTPA when I was coming up. But
CETA.
so,
I did the cedar.
and CETA. So the money has always been here. We don't see it going anywhere anytime soon. They just rename it, give us a few different guidelines, and so we just work the grant. I don't see it going anywhere anytime soon. Our youth department
Want to spend the money.
has a lot of money, grant money to spend before
Yes.
June, so we don't have to give it back. So y'all come on out and help us. Give us a call. We'll check and see if you're eligible for our program. Business owners out there, give us a call. We want to help you.
All right, and give us that number again, because I know, like I said, the first time somebody may have missed it. So give us that number one more time.
Yes, sir. It's 337-721-4010, and ask for the youth department.
There you have it. And so, friends, I definitely want to encourage everybody to make sure that you check out this program. Again, it is the WIOA Work-Based Opportunities Program, okay? And so they are here to help both employers and employees. They want to help your business be successful, and they want to help our community get back to work, all right? And so when we talk about things in the political sector like Build Back Better, I think this is a way we can build our community back better,
And
is by
James-
getting folks employed.
Excuse me, just to let you know, we don't only do Lake Charles area. We do Allen Parish. We do Beauregard Parish. We serve Calcasieu, Vernon, Jeff Davis, Cameron. We serve all of those parishes in our region. So it's not just local, it's regional.
Absolutely. And I just had somebody who's listening, they just sent me a message and they said, could you give the address one more time? They want to stop by and see you. So what's the address?
2424 3rd Street here in Lake Charles.
All right. So 2424 3rd Street is that address. And so I definitely want to encourage you to go by you or give them a call, 337-721-4010. All right. And again, if you, I know, again, some of our businesses, we have folks who are in Beauregard Parish, Allen Parish, and Vernon, and Jeff Davis, and Cameron parishes. So they have offices in all those areas, and I know some of our businesses have business in those areas. So you can pass it on. You can use it in any of those areas. It's not just a Lake Charles thing, but they are about getting Louisiana back to work. And so, Miss Stephanie, Miss Dana, thank y'all so much for coming in on today. I greatly appreciate it. But before we close out, is there any more information that maybe there's something I missed or overlooked, or a question that I didn't ask that generally you get asked that maybe somebody would need? I'll let y'all just have the last couple of minutes to
Well, I
run
would
through.
like to say that every year, well, this year, we're going to be kicking off a summer program. And so that's going to be with the in-school youth. Normally, we don't do in-school youth. It's only out-of-school youth that we service, but we're going to be doing a summer program. So we want to try to put kids to work in the community, well, for up
Yes.
to 3 months. So we're going to be enrolling for that as well if they're just looking for summer work.
Okay,
Okay.
okay.
Yes, we kicked off our summer program last year. It was a great success, and we look forward to working with the youth in our communities to put them to summer work as well. Give us a call.
There you have it. And so that's something to even look forward to for our in-school youth. There's a summer program coming where you can get work this summer. No more just sitting at home bored, waiting on, all that, or having to babysit the little brother or whatever. You can go and get actual work and job experience. But in the meantime and in between time, 16 to 24. And you know what? I do have one more thought. We spoke off air about folks who have barriers. And so let's talk a little bit about the people that you in particularly want to target who may have barriers and what those barriers may be. Because there may be somebody who's listening who says that I don't know if this is necessarily for me because I have a record or because I have different things going. So tell us about the barrier that you're trying to help people get past.
All right. One of our barriers is a high school dropout. So if you weren't able to finish high school, come to our office. Let us help you to get that high school equivalency and put you to work at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
Another barrier is if you've been involved with the adult or juvenile justice system. That's a barrier that we can assist you with overcoming to get you employed. We work with second chance companies, and we can help you with that. Also, if you're a parent and you need to work towards self-sufficiency, we have child care assistance, we have mileage assistance, all kinds of supportive services out in our community and within our office as well to help you. If you have aged out of the foster care system, if you're in foster care now, a homeless, a runaway, come by. There's something that we can do to help you.
Absolutely, absolutely. So I want to encourage everybody under the sound of my voice to make sure that, if you are a part of that age group or you have someone who you know or love who is a part of that age group of 16 to 24 and they have had trouble possibly with getting work because of circumstances or issues, call this number, 337-721-4010. They want to help you overcome those barriers and get back
Yes.
to work. They're willing and able to pay your salary for 3 to 6 months with a job or a company, and they want to put you in a job where it is something that you actually want to do, that you are looking forward to doing, so that you can be successful because they definitely want you to be successful. So they're not trying to put you, over at, let's say, Walmart, stacking boxes when what your passion really is children, and they know they can put you in a daycare or in a place like that, and you have a passion for something like that, and you don't have any issues prohibiting you from being around children. Let's make sure that they're not going to put you there. You have issues being around children. Okay. So that's what they want to do, and then they also want to help our local businesses and other folks who are looking for employees, and maybe you just need a little extra help and you didn't know how you could afford it. Here is a program for you. That number again is 721-4010. That's 337-721-4010, or you can stop by and see them 2424 3rd Street here in the great city of Lake Charles. All right. Well, Miss Dana, Miss Stephanie, thank y'all so much for stopping by. I greatly
Thank
appreciate
you.
y'all.
We appreciate
Thank
you.
Yes,
Yeah, I
sir.
think that the community will be all the richer and the better for this program and for what it is that y'all are doing. So thank y'all for
Yes.
doing it. I
Thank
really
you so
appreciate
Thank you
it.
for having us.
Thank you. For
Absolutely, absolutely. Well, friends, I want to encourage you, keep it locked to 93.5 KPPM. I told you I'd be doing a giveaway an hour, and yes, I did miss the 9 o'clock hour. So what does that mean? I've got to double up in the 10 o'clock hour. Today is the grand finale of the 12 Days of Christmas giveaway, and I've got some gift cards here with your name on it. So be listening for the 12 Days of Christmas giveaway sounder. And when you hear that sounder, I'm looking for caller number 5 at 337-564-5470. So when you hear that sounder, be caller number 5 at 337-564-5470. You're tuned in to I Am Encouraged Radio here on 93.5 KPPM.